Let's tell you that the Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau says it will collaborate with the Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency on capacity enhancement. This move is to aid the country's aviation safety records towards ranking amongst the best globally. Lara Folayan reports.
The Banjul Accord Group member states include Nigeria, Cape Verde, Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. The Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency BAGAIA has the mission of assisting member states in conducting independent investigation of aircraft accidents in alignment with international best practices. Nigeria is now working with BAGAIA by way of peer group mechanisms to benchmark systems, procedures, and processes that will aid learning from one country to another, and also training of investigators and peer review engagement.
See how we can improve and benchmark our systems and processes and procedures with the EU standards. Now, the second part is to train our investigators on how to carry out peer review.
The efforts target enabling member states meet safety regulations and the Annex 13 requirements. This is against the backdrop of working towards putting in place safer airspaces through the right recommendations from air safety agencies.
How do you measure safety? You measure number of accidents, you measure fatal accidents, you measure serious incidents, occurrences. And the fewer occurrences you have, the better you are. So you have some airlines in the world today that's never recorded any fatal crash, and they've been around for over 100 years. So that's an indicator of safety.
We try to identify best practices or good practices. So where your procedures are very well established, or you do even something more of what is requested. For example, let me give you an example. At the end of the investigation, you close the investigation, you issue the draft report, you publish it, and then at the end you run a process internally to understand if all the process was run in a proper way. If you missed something.
It's a good process. They are able to explain to us, and we see that it's a good process, but it needs to be in black and white. Properly documented. That's the only finding.
The meeting here is the outcome of the European Union, European Aviation Safety Agency, and the Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency BAGAIA program in Nigeria, which has the nation as the pilot. Lara Folayan, TVC News, Abuja.
The Acting Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adeniyi, has warned officers against compromise at borders of Benin Republic, Cameroon, and others. He made this known at the Diroko border, Ogun State, while addressing officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service. And TVC News' Kazim Olowe reports.
Following the Nigeria-Niger border closure and determination to ensure that Nigerian borders are well protected and secured from illicit importation and movement of firearms and other contrabands, the Acting Comptroller General of Customs has warned its officers and men against compromise at the Nigerian borders with Benin Republic, Cameroon, and others. He says some people may explore other land borders in the country to smuggle firearms to Niger Republic. He appealed to them to guide against any act capable of jeopardizing the national security and economic development in the country.
All transit goods going to Niger, for now, are to be stopped. Anywhere you see them, any transit goods making use transiting through Nigerian territory, the customs territory, should be stopped if they are headed for Niger Republic. And this is also a time for us to remain very, very, very vigilant, because the enemies of the state, they are still at work. Those who are bent in destabilizing the country, they are still at work. You recall the incidents of about 2 weeks ago when some elements smuggled ammunition across using some of the flanks.
The Customs CG also discussed with heads of other security agencies at the border and security chiefs from Benin Republic. He called for collaboration with the host communities and assured them that the service will review some policies that may be affecting activities around the border.
I can assure you, working along with the appropriate authorities of government, we will be requesting a review of some of those policies if we see situation that warrants such review exists in your operations and the borders.
In the month of July, the command generated a sum of 13,370,229 naira only. This is just of 2,113 bags of foreign parboiled rice of 50 pack each.
Equally used the opportunity of the visit to pay homage to some monarchs in the border communities, to commend them for their efforts so far and to seek for more in the interest of the country. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Idiroko.